This week on Unleashed, the Cutthroat Jordan Dye defends his Triple Threat Championship against sneaky strong Kevin Panic, and in place for an injured Hillbilly Jed, the champion will get to pick his other opponent. Then, our special dual title main event. Both the War Wrestling Respect Championship and the WrestleARTS Global Openweight crown will be on the line as two-time OVW champion, former War Respect champion, TikTok famous, the veteran Jack Vaughn challenges the reigning and defending dual champion, the timeless technician, Mr. Mo Better Wrestling, Poison Appollo Starr. And it all starts right now on Unleashed.
WrestleARTS 12, and guess what? I am walking in the Triple Threat Champion, Daddy. Now, I could go on for 20 minutes about how much I hate Brandon Prophet, but you know what? We'll save that for another day. Let's talk about WrestleARTS 12. Let's talk about Hillbilly Jed and Kevin Panic. Let's talk about how I've already beat Hillbilly Jed. So I don't understand why you're coming back for more there, Haas, but that's okay. I know what you're capable of. Already got a strategy in mind. And Kevin Panic, you are no worry of mine, baby, because I've seen you lose. I've seen you lose, and I've seen you lose. So guess what? WrestleARTS 12, that Triple Threat Championship is staying around the beautiful waist of Cutthroat Jordan Dye, baby. I'll see you then.
So I can address each and every one of you inbred hillbilly morons on who the third person is going to be. Now this shut your mouth, I am the man with the microphone, you are not. Anyways. Champion all over Guatemala, baby. He is the greatest professional wrestler in Puerto Rico. Yeah, that's great, right? He is the champion of Cuba, the greatest luchador alive today.
Yeah, Jordan Dye clearly pulling one here on Kevin Panic.
Well, now we've seen Raiden Carter before. It is possible for Raiden Carter to win this Triple Threat Championship. He seems to have some skill.
Oh, he's got plenty of skill.
What an interesting body type for a luchador, too. Somewhat tall.
Somewhat pale.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, that he does. I will say this. Jordan Dye never misses an opportunity to put things in his favor.
All right, well, I'm Jeff Edge, the voice of Indianapolis, alongside Taylor McAllister, the talk of the town. This is for the Triple Threat Championship. Kevin Panic versus Jordan Dye versus Raiden Carter. It is fascinating to watch Jordan Dye come out to the ring, and I don't know if you saw how he was celebrating with the title. He was so presidential. He was so regal, coming out and having it cradled in his arms like a baby and waving to the fans. And yeah, he enjoys being Triple Threat champion.
Well, he is certainly the president of his own fan club.
He's the Hill's least favorite Billy.
So, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, my gosh,
man.
Kevin Panic.
I think we can basically assume this is going to be a two-on-one.
Wow, what a body slam.
A two-on-one handicap situation. So Panic is going to need to have eyes in the back of his head and just keep doing what he's doing right now.
Well, now, why would you assume that, Taylor?
Well, I mean, come on.
Oh, enziguri by Panic. Notice how easy it is for Panic to get both of these men up in the air because he's been lifting. Oh, my gosh, he's already got both of them. Sneaky strong Kevin Panic with a fall-away slam to Carter and Die. He's been in the ring with Sean Kemp. He's been in the ring with Hillbilly Jed.
That's why they call him Sneaky Strong. You never would know that he has that kind of strength.
He's been in the ring with Zodiac the Mystic, Big Sue Jackson. He's lifted a lot of people. Now, people are moving out of the way. Suicide dive by Sneaky Strong Kevin Panic, and he is quickly taking control of this match.
Oh, big
Lovely
shot.
Miss Larkin slaps Sneaky Strong.
Just smacked the taste right out of his mouth.
Oh. Jordan Dye attacking from behind with a big double axe handle. KP was out here on commentary joining us earlier tonight in a match with Dylan Cole versus Jacob Johns, and he did see lovely Miss Larkin. Oh! A vicious chop.
And now, just like I said, we've got that two-on-one situation going on here as Jordan Dye and Raiden Carter.
Oh, and a vicious eye poke by the Cutthroat.
Oh, these guys are so obnoxious.
Man, Raiden Carter seems so familiar. And I've seen him before.
Yeah, not all that long ago.
Carter and Dye taking apart Kevin Panic.
I don't know how Jordan Dye finagled getting the ability to set the third person in this contest after we found out Hillbilly Jed had unfortunately suffered an injury. But he certainly managed to get things set up just how he wanted them.
Raiden Carter just vicious with his strikes. Making quick friends with Jordan Dye. Some clubbing blows to the back of KP.
Now Jordan Dye just calling the shots, telling Raiden Carter what to do next.
Ooh! Double back elbow. Carter tried to get the victory.
Yeah, that
I said, hey, that ain't going to work for me.
That certainly was not a direction he got from Jordan Dye.
It seems to remind me, if you remember, there was the 8-man tag a few months ago, I believe, at WrestleARTS 10, where Dylan Cole tried to get the victory in an 8-man tag, another one of the allies of Jordan Dye. And Jordan Dye said, nope, let me get the victory. Right? As Jordan Dye can be incredibly selfish, but will ask others to be selfless.
Well, we just missed a very crafty move by Jordan Dye. He essentially told Raiden Carter, just lay down and I'll win this match real quick. And thankfully Kevin Panic was able to get to his feet and stop it. Raiden Carter was going for the pin, but then remembered that, nope, the boss man doesn't want me to win this one tonight. The boss man, of course, being Jordan Dye.
Oh, of course. Maybe Raiden Carter is silly enough to go after that $2,500. Ooh. For the bounty on Brandon Prophet. Beautiful Hurricane Rana from Kevin Panic. Kevin Panic had just finished a tour of the UK, Taylor. Oh, wow. 1, 2. And kick out. KP's looking for his first victory here at WrestleARTS. He's had a long list of close losses. Can he finally put it together to win the big one?
You know, that's a good point. And if you're watching at home and you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Kevin Panic hasn't won any matches and he's in a title opportunity. What's going on? You know, the Triple Threat Championship is the championship of opportunity. You don't necessarily, like, you would never see someone with no wins going for the global openweight crown. That would not be done, nor for the tag team crowns. But the Triple Threat Championship, that is a different deal. It is a land of opportunity. It is the Ellis Island, if you will, of championship belts.
Yeah, absolutely. It creates, and with that opportunity, it also creates a target on your back, Taylor. So you got to take the good with the bad. You get your name on the map, but now suddenly everybody can see where you are on that map.
There are no rules in a Triple Threat Championship match, no countouts, so the championship advantage that we often talk about is almost non-existent.
Ooh! Kevin Panic with a hard shot to the gut. Ooh, Kevin Panic's firing up. Oh my gosh.
What a backbreaker by Jordan Dye.
That could be it. 1, 2. A kick out by Kevin Panic. Raiden Carter still recovering on the outside. Jordan Dye trying to finish this contest.
Jordan Dye, I believe, just bit Kevin Panic on the forehead.
Oh my gosh, rakes the eyes, it looks like. Oh, that's hurting me. Lovely Miss Larkin on the outside, looked like she could take a picture of it. This is not exactly going the way that normal Triple Threat Championship matches go, Taylor.
Well, that's because it's less of a triple threat and more of a handicap match. Jordan Dye's partner currently, like you said, recovering. But although I wonder how much of that now at this point is recovering versus Raiden Carter just letting Jordan Dye show off, feeling like he's got it.
Yeah, absolutely. It quickly turned into a singles match. Jordan Dye spends a lot of time telling people what they ought to do. Oh, misses the chop. Oh, and a big chop. And funny enough, here comes Raiden Carter and gets chopped right off the apron. Wow. Kevin Panic. Woo! Oh, my. Wow. Threw Jordan Dye so hard he went up and over and spilled to the apron.
Kevin Panic has been so close to victory on so many occasions. Could tonight be the night?
Slingshot back into the ring. Kevin Panic looks like he's putting everything together. That time overseas in the UK served him well.
Kevin Panic coming to us from underneath the learning tree of the Cody Rhodes Nightmare Factory. Jordan Dye now trying to plead with Panic.
I had a long chat with Kevin Panic on an episode of the WrestleARTS podcast, Wrestling with Stories. If you check it out, and he has just told an incredible tale. He had an amazing early life. Wow, what a big right hand by Panic. Kevin Panic is someone who's putting all the pieces together, does everything right. Whew. Big back elbow by KP. You know, he's a guy you want to go to war with, Taylor. He wants to do well for the community, wants to do well for his family, wants to put wrestling on the map. A more selfless, giving person I cannot think of. Hopefully he can get this victory here tonight. But Jordan Dye's doing everything he can. No, every callous move to take it from him. Atomic drop. Oh, wow, big enziguri.
Now Raiden Carter getting back in.
Guy's in the corner. Oh, wow. Whew, a big jumping knee. What a high knee. Kevin Panic rallying the crowd. Splash to the corner. Here comes another one. He's got the long train moving. Two big clotheslines. A somersault into a cutter. One more. Oh, wow, a rolling spear. Kevin Panic, that could be it, 2.
What a fantastic cover. He had all of Jordan Dye's weight and his own on the shoulders of Jordan Dye, hooked both legs, but Jordan Dye just wasn't ready to be put away at that moment.
Think about, Taylor, how much time Kevin Panic has spent in the ring with people twice his size, right? In some cases, 3 times his size. In the case of Hillbilly Jed. Has that prepared him to better take on 2 men at the same time in a handicap match?
Well, it's interesting because this was clearly set up by Jordan Dye to essentially be a handicap match. But I'm not sure that, I don't know if it was Jordan Dye's game plan or if Raiden Carter just kind of decided what he was going to do here, but Raiden Carter kind of hanging outside and letting Jordan Dye peacock around. They probably could have put Panic away if they'd have stayed 2-on-1.
There had to be a level of confidence in Jordan Dye.
Well, I'm sure that's exactly what it was. I'm
The
sure that Jordan
arrogance.
Dye just wanted to show off.
I say it every month, Taylor. He thinks the sun comes up just to hear him crow.
Oh!
That could be it for Raiden Carter. Kevin Panic at the top. Frog splash! New champion, 2! Kick out. There's lovely Miss Larkin. Kevin Panic knew this was coming. He did say he'd have to prepare himself for Jordan Dye.
Jordan Dye sneaking in behind. Does he have the brass knucks?
No, he had it scouted. Panic had it scouted. 1, 2.
And the lovely
Larkin.
Miss Larkin.
Get it out of here, ref.
She couldn't win her match, but she might. Oh, man. Jordan Dye, I think, just got a big low blow on Kevin Panic.
Not again. Panic deserves this. He deserves the victory. No. Oh!
Well, he only deserves the victory if he can pin the man, and right now, that has not happened.
It looks like Panic was able to put more of the pressure on Jordan Dye's head.
Wait a minute. That's Brandon Profit.
That's Brandon Profit. Well, I believe this is a no DQ match, Taylor. You said there's no rules in a triple threat.
All triple threat championship matches are no DQ. That's right. Turn around. Jordan Dye wants no part of Brandon Profit, nor has he for the last year that Profit has been trying to get him in the ring.
Does Raiden Carter even see what's going on in here?
Kevin Panic just steps aside, lets Carter fall right on his keister.
Jordan Dye's getting out of here.
Raiden Carter holding on to the leg.
Taylor, Jordan Dye's getting out of here. He won't even go near Brandon Profit. Oh my gosh! Kevin Panic just hit the panic button. He's got him up. Panic button. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Panic has won the Triple Threat Championship. We have a new champion.
How about that? The man's first victory, and it's for gold.
Kevin Panic defied the odds.
Your winner and new WrestleARTS Triple Threat Champion, Sneaky Strong, Kevin Panic!
Well, to a nicer guy, it couldn't happen.
Brandon Profit now putting that title belt that he once held himself around the waist of Kevin Panic. Jordan Dye has ran. Raiden Carter being put into the match.
WrestleARTS fans, some of you may already know who I am, but for those of you who don't, allow me to introduce myself. I am the veteran Jack Vaughn, the last real professional wrestler. And over the last year, I've received quite a bit of accolades. I've won quite a few championships. I have made a bit of a name for myself. But One other thing is that this Saturday night, September the 23rd, the veteran Jack Vaughn is going one-on-one against Poison Appollo Starr. Now, Apollo and I, we have quite the history with one another. This certainly isn't our first rodeo in the ring against each other. No. See, I've been wrestling for almost 20 years, and one of my very first opponents was none other than Appollo Starr. And over the past year, Apollo and I had feuded for another company's championship, and while he may have come out on the better end of that exchange, the way that I see it is that there's no better way to get revenge than by walking into WrestleARTS on September the 23rd and taking the Global Openweight Championship off of his shoulders. Now, Apollo, we're a couple of old dogs. It's nothing about finesse. You and I are both going to wake up the next morning and know that we had been in a fight. And I know I'm ready for it, and I certainly hope that you are. And WrestleARTS fans, be sure to be there September the 23rd, and you'll finally get to see what the last real professional wrestler is capable of.
So there I was, just ending a hard-fought battle with Sage Phillips. And before I even get a chance to swag out with the fans, what do I see on the screen? It's Jack Vaughn. Jack Vaughn is coming to challenge me for my WrestleARTS championship. That's cool. I understand. See, Jack Vaughn and I have a story. You know what I mean? Like a couple years ago, Jack Vaughn had a title match in War Wrestling for the War Wrestling Respect Championship, and the champion didn't show up. And instead of just handing Jack Vaughn the championship like some people feel like they should just be handed championships, Jack Vaughn had to face the winner of a fatal four-way. The winner of that fatal four-way was me, and at the end of that night, Jack Vaughn defeated me for the War Wrestling Championship. It is what it is. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But I vowed that I would not rest until I took that title away from him. Your boy's been resting easy lately. Well, now, Jack Vaughn feels like he needs to come take something from me like I took something from him. And that's cool. But if I said it before, I said it a million times. I'm nice with mine. I'm like fine wine, and I'm better than I was when you saw me last time, Jack. That applies to you too. I am better than I was when you saw me last time. Some say I'm at my best. So the way I see it, if you could come in to my backyard and beat me for this while I'm at my best, then I'll be damned if I'm gonna keep this. So I talked to Tom Williams, I talked to David Barker, and they've agreed that September 23rd at WrestleARTS 12, we will have ourselves a double title match. I'll put this title on the line, and I'll put this title on the line, because I feel like if you can beat me for it, you can have every title I have. But I say you ain't about to beat me. I say you gonna leave with a belt that holds up your pants, and that's it. And I'm gonna leave double champed up like I am, because your wrestling is not more better than the timeless technician, aka Swagger So Seasoned. I still got flavor. Mr. Mo Better Wrestling, Uncle Q, Poison, Apollo, Stizza Star. Ugh.
Thank you very much for tuning in tonight to WrestleARTS 12. I'm Jeff Edge, the voice of Indianapolis, alongside Taylor McAllister, the talk of the town. Taylor, the first thing I notice is there is a noticeable size difference between the champion and the challenger. What can you tell me about Jack Vaughn? I know you're dying to let us all know, because you are very looking forward to this matchup.
I absolutely am. Jack Vaughn, a veteran of nearly 20 years. As too is Appollo Starr. We heard in the lead-up interviews that one of the first matches that Jack Vaughn had was actually against Appollo Starr. So literally almost 20 years of history in that ring between these two men. Jack Vaughn is a two-time OVW heavyweight champion. You know OVW is a very topical promotion right now with the Netflix docuseries The Wrestlers.
Yes, absolutely. Check that out, even if you're not a wrestling fan.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing for all of us to watch with our girlfriends and boyfriends, that don't like wrestling. It is a fantastic documentary. So you're telling me Jack Vaughn was a two-time champion of Ohio Valley Wrestling?
Two-time champion, actually currently is a champion. And then you have Appollo Starr, who, as we know now, is in addition to being the global openweight champion here at WrestleARTS, also the War Wrestling and Respect champion.
Great takedown by the champion.
Both titles on the line here tonight, the Wrestling and Respect Championship and the Global Openweight Crown. Man, what a match this is.
Wow, what a reversal by the veteran Jack Vaughn. So we talked earlier tonight, Taylor, on the podcast, Wrestling with Stories, a WrestleARTS podcast, and we were debating, Appollo Starr has really been such an amazing champion. Maybe not since the time of Dick the Bruiser in Indiana have we seen such a strong, dominant, flexible champion. He has used his size against people like Sage Phillips. He's used his aggression against the Dragons. He continues to push himself and challenge himself against the likes of the Ratty Daddy Cole Radrick. Taylor, how is he going to get an advantage against such an experienced, veteran, bigger wrestler? This is a tall drink of water. What do you imagine Apollo's game plan is?
6'4" of the veteran Jack Vaughn. So the key here for both of these guys is going to be who's going to make the first mistake. They're both so well-versed. They both have so much experience. Obviously, Jack Vaughn does have a size advantage, but Appollo Starr is often at a size disadvantage and has certainly learned to work around that. So I think the key to victory here for either of these men is to make the opponent make the first mistake and capitalize.
And that's what I notice Apollo's doing right now as he tries to work in a way to grab the arms without giving up his advantage right there. And then he was able to snag Jack Vaughn's right arm and pull him into a hold. And now Jack Vaughn found an opening and was able to get a headlock takeover. Appollo grabs the head scissors. Amazing technical prowess by both 20-year veterans. Oh, wow. Look at he cranks on the neck with those thighs of Poison Appollo Starr. Look great. He takes a beautiful pinfall maneuver right there. Oh, wow. Jack Vaughn very quickly gets Appollo down on his belly.
Both of these guys taking their time, going at their own pace. They both understand.
Beautiful takeover there by Appollo Starr.
They both understand the sweet science, if you will, to take a phrase from boxing, the sweet science of professional wrestling. So they're going to take their time.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jack Vaughn rolls out of the ring after that just to get under the champion's skin.
That's exactly it, just trying to rile Apollo up, make him make that first mistake that I was talking about.
It's a game of openings, right? And to rile somebody up is, hey, that aggression's going to cause them to lose their focus a little bit, lose their patience. There's my opening, and I'm going to take it.
Now the veteran wisely just biding his time, regrouping on the floor. He's in no rush.
Can you believe if Apollo's able to get another title defense here by another wrestler that does something incredibly different, incredible strikes and skills that the previous challengers have not offered, how much better Appollo would become as the champion, just constantly looking to be a moving target and to get better at everything. He's like fine wine, Taylor. He's better than the last time you saw him.
And I don't disagree. I think that Appollo is always a little bit better than the last time. That's what makes him so good. But the veteran Jack Vaughn is easily and by far his toughest challenge to date.
Oh, look at Appollo working in a little dance right there. This is a dance as well. Wow. Beautiful maneuver. Wow. Here comes the champion. Keeping Jack Vaughn down on the mat. Oh, hard kick by Poison. Whew. Sliding into that clothesline. Appollo Starr so smooth.
Jack Vaughn now taking a seat at ringside, calling for timeout. Of course, there is no timeout in professional wrestling.
Oh, you got 20 seconds.
Well, that's true.
You could he's going to take him, too.
But Jack Vaughn's not rattled. That's that experience. You see him. He's on the floor. He's collecting himself. A less experienced individual might be angry, might be going in like a raging bull, but not Jack Vaughn.
Well, that's where we saw Cav run Canyon, right? Is that a raging bull can be amazing unless you're against a bullfighter that is skilled and patient, right? And here, both of these men are patient. They know what they're dealing with. They're calm. They're controlled. Jack Vaughn was able to quickly get back into the ring and take control of the match. He didn't lose his patience. Wow, what a hard chop in the corner by the grizzled veteran.
Jack Vaughn, such an intelligent, such a well-thought-out wrestler.
That chop, and here comes Apollo. Faster. Beautiful flip over by the champ. Mr. Mo Better Wrestling, drop kick to the knee. Wow, what a beautiful stomp by Mr. Mo Better Wrestling. Yeah. Do you notice that Apollo is starting to focus in on some of those moves to the legs, moves to the knees to try and chop down Jack Vaughn and wear down the 6'4" giant?
Up and over. Oh, what a shot by Vaughn.
What a great defense right there. Well, like using a shield with his arms. Jack Vaughn has those long legs as he raises them up over the top rope to put a big boot to the face of the champion.
Jack Vaughn with the big thigh slap.
Yep.
If you haven't seen Jack Vaughn's videos on TikTok, you'll hear much about the thigh slap if you check them out.
Wow, using the apron to his advantage.
Appollo Starr's head just made a hard thud on the ring apron.
I'm admiring how slow and methodical Jack Vaughn is, taking his time.
Yeah, everything has a purpose, very deliberate in his approach is Jack Vaughn.
I also appreciate how much he is using his legs to throw his punches, Taylor. If you notice, oh, here comes a big leg drop. If you watch how Jack Vaughn uses his momentum, watch as he moves his legs in a way so he can really put those strikes in hard to the back of Appollo Starr. Kick out.
Look at that cover. He put his forearm right across the face of Appollo Starr, making it all the harder for Apollo to kick out. It's the small things like that make Vaughn Appollo Starr's toughest challenge to date.
He's so good at conserving his energy, too. Apollo throwing some shots in desperation to try and take back control of this matchup, and another big boot by the veteran Jack Vaughn. We have never seen Appollo Starr this tested before, have we, Taylor?
No, we have not. And one thing that I'm wondering is, what is Aaron Williams thinking from wherever he is watching this match? Aaron Williams feels like he is the champion. He's crowned himself the champion. He feels like he should have been given the championship after he beat Nick Aldis.
Big slam by Vaughn.
Oh, there's that Fargo strut.
Yep. Elbow right to the heart of Mr. Mo Better Wrestling. He's able to kick out, and immediately Vaughn grabs a headlock. Pushing that bicep right into the cheekbone of Starr. They call Apollo the timeless technician, but right here, Jack Vaughn has just been using that size to slowly take apart the champion. Apollo's done a great job using that arm's length to get in there and hit the stomach as he tries to break free constantly, but Vaughn's able to capture him.
Jack Vaughn just grabbing the singlet and bringing him right back.
Good scouting too, Taylor, using the singlet to his advantage to pull him around.
Oh!
Ooh, Apollo was able to pull out from underneath. There we go. Apollo trying to chop down the chest of the veteran. Ooh, and Apollo's revving up. Neck breaker. Vaughn is dazed. Oh, a big elbow, and he's following it up. Appollo Starr, a flurry of elbows. Wow. Beautiful rotating side suplex. 2.
Apollo Starr did not become the global openweight champion for no reason. You see the determination. He was in a bad way, but he just kept looking for that opportunity. He finally found it with that reversal on the suplex.
Hooks the right arm of Vaughn, gets underneath him. Was he going for the Mo Betaplex?
I think he was going for it, but Vaughn knows Apollo very well.
Yep. Wow, a big spine buster by Vaughn. That could be a 1, 2. Kick out by the champion.
Spine on the pine gets 2 and some change.
The global openweight crown is on the line here in the main event of WrestleARTS 12 between Jack Vaughn and Appollo Starr. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors here this evening at the Irving Theater. Vaughn levels Apollo with 2 big right hands, but Apollo comes off the ropes. Oh, and Vaughn, a rare miss.
That could be the mistake.
Oh! And Apollo catches some momentum off the rope for a big clubbing clothesline to the back.
I mentioned that it might take just one mistake in this contest to determine the winner, and that could have been it.
That was the first big mistake of this bout. Oh, and maybe that was a second one. Vaughn was able to counter with a big right hand. Taking his time. Thigh slap. Oh, there's a sign in the crowd. Oh, but was that another mistake, though, Taylor?
Jack Vaughn fighting it off. Both out on the apron.
This is not going to end well. A slugfest here between these 2 gladiators. Oh, here comes Apollo. 2 left hands. A kick. No! It clotheslines him back into the ring.
Now this crowd getting fired up behind Apollo Starr.
Uncle Q has this match in control now after 2 big mistakes by Jack Vaughn. Off the top. No! No! Opening counters with the clothesline. Well, that could have been a very bad mistake by Apollo Starr, but he was able to quickly counter it when he surprised Vaughn. I don't think Vaughn was expecting him to fall like that, so he caught him by surprise. Oh! What a huge lariat! That could have been it.
That's got to be it. I've seen Jack Vaughn finish foe after foe with that huge running lariat.
Apollo fell to the outside, though.
And that may have just saved the championship for Apollo Starr.
I don't know if that was lucky or calculated by Apollo. Had the wherewithal to roll out of the ring after a devastating lariat. And now Vaughn's got to go get him and exert energy picking him up off the floor. Look how much energy Vaughn had to expend there. 2, kick out by Apollo. It wasn't enough.
If Apollo Starr hadn't made his way out to the floor and caused that extra gap of time where he could catch his breath and get himself back together, that would have been it. We would have had a new global open weight crown.
And we're starting to see the differences between these 2 men, Taylor, is that Jack Vaughn has made multiple mistakes that Apollo Starr was able to capitalize on, and Jack Vaughn has not been able to capitalize on a single mistake by the champion. And there's Apollo Starr catching Vaughn at the top rope. What could this lead to?
Looking like we're going to have a big superplex off the top, possibly.
Oh, no. Vaughn's got his left boot up there, and Apollo's meeting him. This is not going to end well.
Oh!
Superplex! Mr. Mo Betta Wrestling. This could be everything.
Will this be it?
1, 2. Oh, wow. I thought that was 3.
The veteran Jack Vaughn, the self-professed last real professional wrestler, getting that shoulder off the apron or off the canvas.
This has been an incredible contest here this evening in the main event of WrestleARTS 12.
Both of these men have been spent.
Oh, wow. Jack Vaughn was able to duck the kick. He gets Apollo up in a fireman's carry. Oh! Airplane spin.
It's old school, baby.
Oh, that could make the champ dizzy, but the champ was able to counter. Backslide 2. Wow, that was almost it as well. Smart move by Jack Vaughn, but oh, wow. He wasn't able to get all of it. 2, 1, 2, 3.
What a match.
Wow, an incredible contest. Apollo Starr continues to climb the mountain from the very top.
Poison Apollo Starr!
One more defense for Uncle Q.